Welcome to my Barlates Body Blitz segment, Core with Chair. For today's workout, all you will need is an exercise mat and a sturdy chair. You can do this without a chair or if you have a step, but the chair is a good idea because it's just the right width and we're going to be doing some exercises on either side. Okay, we're going to get straight into it. This is a very focused workout, so you can add it on to cardio or do a short warm-up before. Right, lying down with your heels up on the chair, coming all the way down, we're just going to do some traditional crunches. So make sure your heels are wide enough, so it's like a 90-degree angle with your legs. Your tummies are pulled in and just crunch up and down. So you're breathing out on the up. You're keeping your elbows really nice and wide. You're not pulling on that neck. Keeping your elbows back and just coming up, really concentrating on squeezing the upper portion of your abs. Just warming everything up and down. Try to get your entire shoulder blade area off the mat each time, and when you come down, don't lay your head all the way down. So you're keeping a constant contraction on those abs. By having the feet elevated, you're also including your lower abs a bit more. Making sure you breathe out at the top. Keeping up a nice fast pace. Just go for 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to bicycle, so bring your knee in and then replace it. In and in. You're trying to bring your shoulder across, not so much pulling with that elbow. Really twisting through that waistline, bringing that knee in to meet that upper body. Try to keep your tummies really nice and flat here. Your navel's pulled into your spine so there's no arch in your back. And you're coming up nice and high each time you cross. And cross. Feeling those obliques, the side of your abs, warming up nicely here. All the way over and over. Keep going. Just go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I want you to bring your hands by your side. You can lay your head down, down, tap, and up. Toes and heels. Tap your toes down, then your heels on the chair. When you bring your heels up, you're really just touching lightly. Down and up. You're trying to keep your knees out further than a 90-degree angle. So don't keep your knees directly above your hips, but come more towards the center of the chair with your heels. Down and up. You're really trying to pull your tummy in so that there is no gap between your back and that mat. Okay, very important. Down and up. I've chosen quite a high chair, so for me, this is going to be even tougher. The lower your chair, the easier this will be. Keep going. Down and up. If your feet are cramping, make like a Barbie foot. You don't have to point your toe as such. This is all lower abs. Go for 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now extend your legs on there and we're going to go under and over just with the one leg. Bring your hands behind your head, and as you come in with your knee, we're going to crunch in with the upper body. Okay, so it's an under over. You can flex or point here, doesn't matter. And every time you bring that knee to the center, you're coming up. It's just a small motion with the uppers. Trying to keep the pace fast in order to elevate the heart rate slightly, even though it's a core workout. Tummy's flat. Don't pull on your neck. Keep your elbows out. Should be feeling that burn now. Keep going. Breathing out every time you crunch together. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're just going to change sides, so readjust. Start with the leg first so you get a feel for it. Under, over. And then as you come in, crunch your upper body up. If it's too much, then just do the lowers. Under, over. Feeling your lower abs engage. Using that leg. And your upper abs from that crunch. Just gives you a nice guideline. It won't let you cheat. I lost my flow then, but that's okay. Keep going. Clearing that chair each time. Go for 5, 4, 3, just 2, last 1. Finish it up. Now we're going to keep our legs relatively straight with just a tiny little bend in the legs, in the knees. We're going to come down, tap up, bring your legs up, lift into a reverse curl. Down, up, reverse. Down, up, reverse. Try not to use too much momentum when you're coming up. You will use some as you bring the legs down, you reach up. So try to bring your legs down first, then reach up. Straight up high. Down, up. Straight up. If this is too hard, you can bend your legs more or take out the tap. Just do the legs. Straight up. Just 4. And up. And 3. Up. 2. Up. Last 1. And up. Awesome job. We're just going to turn around and we're going to plank up with our toes up on the chair. So that's why I said very sturdy chair. Okay, so check where your chair is. Just your toes up. The further you're in, so if you have your whole shin on the chair, then that's going to be easier. Make sure your wrists are under your shoulders and just start bringing in your knees. All the way in. If you want to come up on your toes, you can. That gives you a slightly larger range of motion. Go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do 2 of these. 1, 2, shoot back and forward. 1, 2, hit back and forward. In, bend your knees, shoot forward. In, bend, press. Keep going. As back as you can. In, bend, press. 3 more like this. In, bend, press. 2, in, bend, press. Last one. In, bend, press. Now side to side, just a few. Straight plank. Breathe through it, tapping down and down. Keep going. Tummy's in, down and down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. Come down safely. We're turning around again. This time we're going to stay seated. We're bringing our legs up, Heels planted, your legs are going to be straight this time. We're going to reach out and we're going to C-curve back. So you're trying to create a C-curve with that belly. Reach your hands long and just push forward with your fingertips. You're locking out those legs and pushing. The further you come back, the harder it is. Okay, so choose your level. Keep going. Really trying to round over with that upper body whilst you're pulling back through the waistline. Keep going. Keep those legs nice and straight here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're bringing our arms up and we're sweeping down, further up and down. So you're straightening up through the spine, on the up there, and then sweeping behind. Bring your arm behind the mat so that as you come down, you feel that oblique. Once again, the further back you go, the harder it is on that oblique. So choose your level. Also depends on how high your chair is. Keep going. Just sweeping. One fluid action. It's up, up. 5, and up. 4, and up. 3, and up. 2, and up. Last one, and up. Now, reach your arms forward, either side, legs up and up. So you still C-curving and up. You're just bringing one leg at a time, reaching it in between those arms. Up and up, belly's in, up, reach towards those toes. Up and up. Should be feeling this on the hip flexors as well. Up and up. Nearly done with this exercise. Keep going, last few reps count. Up and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Now we're coming into side plank series. So I want you to come down on your elbow, make sure you're really nice and aligned with the back of your mat. One leg is on top, the other leg is underneath, okay? You can have it just straight, or if you find it easier to bend, put your hand behind your head and we're going to crunch in with that knee, extend. So we're just using that chair as a gauge to keep the leg high. And every time you come in with that knee, crunch towards it with your upper body. So you're really extending, feeling that crunching through the oblique area. In, all the way. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're just going to advance this a bit. I want you to stay on your knee, or you can come into a full plank. So this time your leg is way above that seat, and you're doing the same thing, just lifting slightly off the ground. We'll also engage that lower oblique. So keep going, crunching all the way in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring both your legs up straight, and we're going to do a V up. So you roll slightly back, in and down, in and down. You're just slightly tapping the seat of that chair, and then you're coming straight back up. Don't slouch in your shoulders. Keep your tummy pulled in. You're coming all the way in. If this is too hard, just do one leg or bend your legs. Up. Really crunching your uppers to your lowers. Keep going. So your kneecaps are still pointing towards the front of the room. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're coming into a full plank, up on your palm, one leg on top, one leg on the bottom. Okay, so just find your position, and we're going to bring your elbow behind, and we're going to roll forward and up. Elbow to the front, back up. Keep both your legs really tight, your tummy's pulled in, and up. Down and up. Pushing your hips to the ceiling, so you're really creating the biggest gap you can between your mat and your hips. And up. 4, up, 3, up, 2, up, and 1. Up. Coming back down. So we're just going to finish off with our same series on the other side. Just going to move my chair, and we're doing exactly the same thing on the other side. So starting off, side lying, elbow underneath your shoulder, leg on top, the other one nice and straight, hand behind the head, crunch in, extend, in, extend. Really trying to crunch as close as you can to your head with that knee, and meeting it with that upper. All the way in. Really trying to get into that muffin top area. Go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then come into that plank. If you want to do a full plank, be my guest, and I'm just going to do a kneeling plank, saving myself for those full planks at the end. In and out. In and out. Squeeze it in. As you squeeze in, dip your hips down slightly, and then push back up. Don't slouch in the shoulder. In as far as you can. In and out. Keep breathing. We're nearly done. You can do this. In and out. Keep going for 5 and 4 and 3, just 2 and 1. Awesome job. Now both legs up, pointing those toes, rolls back onto the meaty part of your glutes, and we're going to keep our hand behind and crunch it up. So full V up, up, up. Once again, if this is too tough, bend your legs or just do the top leg. Up. We can do this. Squeezing through that muffin top area. Getting rid of any extra fat that wants to hang over your pants. Squeeze it away. All the way up. If you can touch your elbow to your leg each time, that can be your gauge that each rep is as good as your last. Keep going. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Now we're coming into that full side plank. So one leg on top, one on the bottom, wrist underneath your shoulder. Bring yourself up, and we're going to twist forward and up. Forward and up. Tight through those legs and up. Tummy's pulled in. If you can't do this, then do it kneeling. Down and up. Not many. Down and up. 4, up, 3, up, 2, up, last 1. Coming down safely, and that is it, my friends. We have completed it. So let's just stretch it out, reaching forward. That was short but intense. You can use all the modifiers, versions if you want to make it easier, or you can advance it by being in full planks the entire time. You can even put on some ankle weights, you can go crazy with it. We're just going to come to our front and push up in a Cobra, stretching out the front of our abs, looking up towards the ceiling. And then kneeling position, just doing a few cat-cows, releasing through your back. And then come into a side kneeling position, and we're just going to do a few mermaids, over and over, stretching out our obliques. They probably got the most work. And over. And one more on this side. And over. And then just switch your legs to the other side. Same thing. Over. Reaching long. All the way. One more set. And just hook your hands underneath your knees and pull away. Stretching out through those shoulders because we did use them quite a bit with our planks. And that's it. Thanks for joining me with my core chair workout. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to working out with you again soon.